Hello, my lovely Cancerians. I am Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your August 2020 love reading, or within a month's time of when you view this, because keep in mind, time is fluid and all my readings are timeless. So feel free to, backtrack and click on any prior readings, regardless of the date. If you're drawn to it, it could be for you. These are general readings. Oh my goodness, I'm already screwing up. I'm telling you, when that happens, it means that there's communication that's potentially on the table. It's either just occurred or it's coming up, and someone's having a really hard time figuring out what to say, like tripping over their words. I don't want to screw this up, kind of thing. So this is a general reading. It will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email is in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personals. It's on the community tab as well as my website. And don't forget to check me out on Patreon. This will be extended over there. Here we're going to cover, this is like the theme of the reading, so the overall energy. These are extra cards over here. Mutual energy, thoughts, feelings, hopes, your side, their side. It is energy, so it could be flip-flop, vice versa. Take it where it fits. If I say you, Cancer, it could be the other person or the cross watcher. So it depends on who's watching and, if it's your perspective or not. So just take it where it fits. I'm not favoring anyone. I'm reading for a lot of you, so when I'm picking up on energy, I really don't know who is who. Sometimes I can get a feeling of like, I really feel like this is Cancer, but it's different for all of you. We're all on different timelines and paths in life, and this might not resonate at all. And if it doesn't, maybe next time, because I do get different energy. So on Patreon, we're going to cover obstacles and blocks, actions, outcomes, external factors, and advice. Sometimes I look into what the person wants to say to you or what Cancer wants to say to their person, depending on, who I am talking to. But I do little extra things over there depending on the energy. So if I feel we need more information, then we will dive right in and get more information. I do have openings for personals if you're interested, so just email me for that. And you can check out Bonfire. My merch store is over there. I got 3 different designs. So anyways, as we started out, I was feeling that there are blocks in communication. Someone has a lot to say. I feel like there's like pent up feelings, and I almost get a sense that somebody has been like planning. I was going to say plotting and planning. That's why I like tripped over my words. Planning what to say, how to approach you, or this is what you're doing, Cancer. You've been, really thinking on how to approach this person, depending on where you are in this scenario. I feel like some of you might have been disconnected from this person for, even years. For some, it's months. And I'm strongly picking up past energy. This could be an ex of yours that wants to return. For some reason, I'm getting like comeback energy. And for others of you, this is not an ex. It just could be somebody you've known for a long time, whether you've had a friendship with them or not. I feel like you would be aware of who this person is. So even if you're not the one that wants to reach out and change the dynamic between the two of you, or rekindle something, or just start something, if it's someone new that you haven't dated, I feel like it's either on their side or your side. Someone wants to come forward. So at the bottom of the deck, I don't normally do this, but I was prompted to, so I'm going to. We have the 5 of Cups, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck, the Ace of Cups, boom, boom, and the Hangman. I see Leo energy, Pisces, water, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You are a water sign, so not surprising that's showing up. I feel like somebody is in their feelings. They're really sad and they're having a realization. They're realizing just how much they love you, or you're realizing just how much you love this person. I feel like someone has been working on themselves, like, so self-care, self-love, and it's not just, learning how to love yourself and pulling yourself out of the doldrums. Like if you're dealing with depression and stuff, I do feel like someone is doing that. But I feel like self-care, changing your eating habits, eating healthier, just trying to be healthier all the way around. Some of you might be starting like new workout routines or just going for walks. But regardless, I feel like I'm getting up and I'm moving. I'm trying to have a healthier lifestyle. Some of you could be making this change because you have battled with an illness, whether this illness sent you to the hospital or not. I feel like for some, that's what's prompting this change in you or this other person. And it was I don't know, it's varying degrees, because I feel like for some of you, it's as simple as like high blood pressure or cholesterol, which, yeah, that can be very damaging. If you got plaque buildup, it can cause heart attacks and heart failure or heart disease and everything like that. So we definitely don't want to have to go down that road. But I do know a lot of people do, especially as we age. But I feel like it could be, as quote unquote simple as that, to an extreme illness that, put someone in the hospital. So there's massive change going on. And throughout this change and, realizing just how short life can be, I feel like someone is reassessing a past relationship or reassessing their feelings towards someone, whether it's old or new, and just realizing how much they really love that person, or this person is realizing how much they love you. There's a sense of fulfillment and happiness in this energy. Somebody definitely wants to send a message, so there's communication that is on the table. I feel like someone feels a little stuck, like cat's got their tongue. They don't really know what to say or how to approach this person. So if it's an ex, Cancer, you don't know what to say to your ex to get them to listen to you, or you're afraid that they won't really listen to what you have to say because of whatever happened in the past. So there is some fear surrounding that. But if this has nothing to do with an ex, it's just, I feel like someone's having a hard time relaying their feelings. Like, it's difficult for either you or this person to express yourself, because you don't want to come off as needy or intense. You want to make sure that your message is well received and that the right information is being relayed, so that you're not so you want to make sure your messages are not misinterpreted, or that's what your person wants. So the overall energy, the theme of this reading is Angel of Faith. So this is saying, have faith. This is all about listening to your intuition and keeping a positive mindset. It's having faith that whatever's meant to be for you will be in your life. It will come to you. So if this is an ex and this connection doesn't get off the ground, no matter how strong your feelings are, it wasn't meant for you. But I feel like someone is definitely in prayer mode, praying that the way that they feel and the intuitive nudges that they're getting to communicate to this person, old or new, whatever, that it's real, that it's true, and that it's happening for a reason, and that the feelings will be reciprocated. So I feel like your guides are basically encouraging you to remain as hopeful and positive as possible. I feel like this is coming back around for a significant reason, or just coming around, period, at all, if this is a new person, for a reason. So there's definitely more to the situation than meets the eye. And then we have lead the way, even if no one follows. You two were together in another life, and this situation will come back around when you least expect it. So I do feel like with this situation will come back around when you least expect it. This is for those of you who are dealing with someone from the past, an ex specifically. And for some reason with the ex scenario, I feel like your ex there was a time when you two first separated that they were sitting in this sadness and pining over you, having faith that you would return to them, and even trying to manifest you back. Um, but I feel like they've turned inward and done a lot of work on themselves, and now that they're pulling their energy away and kind of focusing on other things. I don't really feel like your ex is focusing on other people, but it could just be work and home life and just their life in general. But I feel like they're redirecting their focus away from you. Now that they're doing that, you're focused on them. But that's only if you're dealing with a past person or an ex. So it's kind of like a teeter-totter effect. Like they wanted you, and now they're releasing it, and now you want them. So it's kind of like a back and forth. I do feel like you guys feel each other's energy. And if we're talking about someone new, they could have been dealing with a back and forth, not knowing what to do with their feelings for their ex. And they're redirecting their focus now, and you've come into their life, kind of thing. Something like that, or vice versa. And then I do feel like there is something very significant about this partnership, no matter who we're talking about. So whoever you're watching this reading for, basically, you two were together in another life. If we're talking about an ex, it's almost like that was a lifetime ago, is what I feel like. And of course, you two were together if I'm talking about an ex. So not only in a past life, if you believe in that, which I do, but regardless of past life experiences, it's almost like you two are different people now. I feel like there's been a lot of growth in this situation. I feel like you both have matured greatly. I feel like one of you is more mature than the other anyways, but the one who isn't as mature is leveling up, so you guys are more on a equal playing field now, at least energetically speaking. There was something that changed in either your life or this person's life to make them circle back around to the idea of you, to having a connection back. But I feel like it would be very different. Like, if you started over with this person, okay, so for example, if you guys are not talking, you haven't spoken in years, whatever, you moved on, they moved on, whatever. When you guys, just forgot what I was going to say. I feel like when you guys reconnect and communicate, if this message resonates with you, it's going to feel brand new. Because it will be brand new. It will almost be like you're dating somebody new. And I feel like that's why I'm getting confused with the old and new, because there's been such a massive change within you both, but mainly within one of you, whoever was on like more immature than the other, who had some growing up to do. It's like doing a complete 180, and I feel like it's like you don't even know who I am anymore. Like, I'm not the person you remember, is what I feel going on here. So it's almost like old and new colliding. Like, it's the same, physically it's the same person, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, somebody completely different. And I feel like you feel the same way. That might be why it feels like somebody new is approaching you, but yet it's someone familiar. For others of you, it legit is somebody new, and they were just dealing with ex issues and working on themselves and stuff. And then we have lead the way even if no one follows you. There's some hesitation here, like, should I make the first move? Should they make the first move? Well, seems the other person, I feel, doesn't know that you want to come back around or approach them, period. You're more than likely going to need to lead the way, Cancer, because they have no idea how you feel. If it is an ex, I feel like whoever left the relationship in the past is the one who is going to need to make the the reappearance, basically, because whoever got left is not going to approach their ex, because they got left, and you guys haven't spoken since, so it's almost like beating a dead horse in this person's eyes. So you would definitely have to do the approaching if you left, or vice versa. I know that this reading is not going to resonate with everyone, because I'm strongly getting the past ex energy. But like I said before, if it's resonating at all, if it's making any sense, and you have a crush on someone, or you have your heart set on someone that you haven't dated, is someone new to you, the hang up could be the fact that they have been dealing with someone from their past, or even if they weren't in contact with them, it's that person is still weighing heavy on their heart. So I feel like, Cancer, you're gonna have to take the lead in this situation. And you'll be pleasantly surprised if you do, is what I feel. Because I feel like this is it's definitely, with the decadence, it's going to be a shock to the system. So if this person approaches you, and that's the way it is, like they're the one, they did the leaving and they need to approach you, you're going to be shocked when they come in. Or they're going to be shocked when you come in. So I feel like this is like right out of left field, basically. It's almost like whoever did the manifesting. So for example, Cancer, if back when this person left, or hell, if it's someone new, if you've been manifesting this person into your world, back into your world, or just into your world, I almost feel like you were giving up on the manifestation because you didn't see any forward movement. You didn't see any progress. Like, there were no changes at all. There was no inclination that this person was even interested in you. So it's kind of like, yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna, move on to my next option, or just completely let the past go. And then boom, this person comes in. That's what they say too. Like, it's so funny when you let go, when you actually energetically release a person, that's when they tend to come back, because it's like they subconsciously know, they feel it. It's like, no, 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 you can't go anywhere, kind of thing. So I do feel like it's going to be a shock when this person comes back into your world, Cancer, or you're going to shock the crap out of whoever this is to you, old or new. So mutual energy. We have the Merlin, guidance, mentorship, teacher of the old ways. This number 33 breaks down to a 6. This is all about balance to me. I feel like somebody is not only finding themselves, like who they truly are at their core. I feel like somebody is diving headfirst into their spirituality. Some of you could be changing your religious beliefs, or looking into other religions, or just other religious practices, because I almost feel like there's someone out there who's going to watch this who has adopted different practices from a multitude of religions. So you're pulling bits and pieces from different religions, almost creating your own religion in a sense. Some of you legit have a mentor. It's either a spiritual mentor, or this is through like a college, furthering your education. I feel like there's a higher learning here going on. Someone is bettering themselves all the way around. So you're eating better, you're exercising, so you're bettering yourself, you're bettering your health. I feel like you're trying to better your home situation. So you're either saving up to get a new home, or remodeling your home. I feel like there's projects going on. There's massive change happening. Someone really wants to change their home environment. It could be as severe or as drastic as relocating. So if you don't live near your ex or near your love interest, old or new, you might be contemplating moving towards that person, or they're contemplating moving closer to you. I feel like regardless, Spirit is trying to bring you two closer together physically, so geographically speaking, because I feel like you guys are pretty close on a soul level, even if you don't fully recognize it. Someone is also recognizing a spiritual connection here. So if you didn't believe in soulmates, twin flames, whatever, I feel like you're waking up to that, to the idea of that, or this person is. Someone in this situation is realizing just how deep a connection is, and they don't want to let it go. And then we have the Three of Wands, patience. This has taken a while. Like I said, with the whole manifestation thing, giving up on what you were manifesting because it was taking too long. I do feel like a major lesson in this situation between you and this person, whoever they are to you, is patience, because you have had to learn to not just wait, like idly wait, but live your life and do better yourself and do what you need to do while you're waiting for this person to resurface, basically. Patience is a virtue. I feel like you're going to get what you want, because with the Three of Wands, it's not just about waiting, but your ships are coming in. So whatever you've been hoping for, that change is coming. Like, keep the faith. You're right on the precipice of this beautiful change. I feel like your whole life is going to, like, change in an instant. It's almost like it's such a drastic change. It's just like when, there's a couple and you're expecting a baby, and, your wife is pregnant, or whatever. And yeah, that a baby's going to come into your world, and obviously, but you don't realize how drastic of a change your life is until that child is here in the present. And it's kind of like that. It's like anticipating this connection. Even if it is somebody new, it's like manifesting the love of your life into your life, or manifesting this ex back into your world. Like, you've dreamed it up, and the anticipation is growing and growing and growing to the point where you have this expectation, but you still don't even realize just how much your life is going to change when this person is actually in your life. Like, you can imagine it, but whatever you imagine, whatever you build up in your head, doesn't compare to what the reality of it actually is, if that makes sense. So I feel like you guys have long awaited this moment, whether it's an ex or somebody new, but something really beautiful is coming in. You're the master of your own life, and I feel like whoever I'm talking to has mastered the art of waiting because I feel like you've been waiting a while. Stay positive. Life is only as bad as you make it and as good as you see it. We did have the Five of Cups under here, so I did see some depression, some sadness, but then the sun was after that. So it's like, it's not only clarity, but it's happiness. And this is saying, even though it's, you've been waiting a while, and it doesn't seem like what you've been praying for is manifesting. It doesn't seem like it's come into fruition, but it is. And this is Spirit's way of saying, just remain positive. It's like right over the hill. You're right there. You just need a few steps further, and you're gonna have what you want in your hands. It will be in your reality before you realize it. It's kind of funny too, because when you spend so much time waiting, it seems like it's forever, and then once the person's in your life, or once you get what you've been waiting for, it's almost like, well, it happened so quick. And it's all about perspective, and I feel like, Spirit wants you to change your perspective on during the time that you're waiting for this person to come back or come into your life. You guys are in for like a whirlwind of happiness, is what I feel. And then we have I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. Yep. Old or new, I feel like someone's going to come in and express how they feel, or you're going to express to this person, how much you've missed them, how long you've waited for them to come into your life. I don't know why this is popping in my head, but I'm picturing like a wedding. There's a wedding ceremony, and when you write your own vows and stuff, we'll say the bride, for example, is standing there, and she had written a letter to her future husband. It's like, I knew I loved you before I met you, kind of thing. You are who I've prayed for and manifested into my world. That's the energy that I'm seeing here. It's like, you might some of you don't even know who the hell this person is. There's no face here yet in the physical, but you feel who they are. And this is the person you've been in love with your whole life, and you're going to know it when they come in. If this is an ex, and obviously you know who it is, and it's been a long awaited return. And some of you could have written letters to this ex, in hopes that they do return, and when they do, you're going to give it to them, or vice versa. Your person's going to do that with you. But I feel those two scenarios, and it legit is 50-50. Some of you, it's an ex that you have been waiting for, and others, it is this brand new person that you feel like you've known your whole life, but you just don't know who they are yet. But you're going to find out really soon, at least within a month's time. So your thoughts on this connection is the star, hope. We have faith and hope. So you're just staying as positive as possible. You're remaining hopeful that this will work out, that your person will come back to you, that they'll listen to you, that they'll be open to this experience. And if it's not an ex, you're just hopeful that they'll be here soon, and that they'll recognize the connection in the same way that you do. And then this person's thoughts is the Six of Cups, memories. I strongly feel the past here, so this is nostalgia, and it's exactly what I said. Even if you've never met this person, it's I loved you before I even saw your face, before I even knew who you were. It's that type of energy. It's long awaited. I feel like for some of you, this prayer goes all the way back to childhood. And for some of you, I mean, this person that you're in love with, that could be a childhood friend even. I feel like for some of you, there are just very fond memories with this person, and you're thinking of all the good times, or this person is thinking of all the good times that they had with you, Cancer, especially if this is an ex, but even if it's a childhood friend, because for some of you who you're hoping for, you have known them for a very long time, and it's someone you would least expect because they're so different. It's like, I don't know, let's say it's Bobby from when you were 6 years old, and he was goofy and, the class clown and this and that, very immature, and would, tell fart jokes and whatever. And that's how you remember this person. That's not who he is today. He could be the CEO of a company, you know what I mean? So it's a very major difference whether it was just a few years ago and you broke up with this person, or someone you've known since childhood, or you don't even know who this person is, but you guys have prayed for each other, which is actually very beautiful, because I feel like this is a strong soul connection that you two are now aware of at the same time, even if you don't know who I'm talking about. So your feelings, we have temperance, moderation. I feel like it's not only taking your time. For some of you, this is wanting reconciliation with an ex, like I said, but I feel like taking things in stride, taking each day moment by moment, and just remaining hopeful. It's like you're trying not to dive in head first. You're trying to be not just patient, because patience is like the main message here. It's just like you've been very patient. This is like balance and prayer and faith, and yeah, trying to stay level-headed is what I feel. This person's feelings, we have the moon, concealment. I feel like with the moon, this is intuition. I feel like intuitively, you two feel each other. You communicate with each other. But it's not, it could be in the dream space and even telepathically, but I feel like with this connection, it's that inner knowing. It's hard to explain because it's like you feel the other person. You know that so-and-so's coming back, or they know that you're coming back, or they know that you're approaching, even if you guys don't know each other. If you guys were childhood friends, they feel a change in the air. I feel like this person doesn't fully understand the love that they have for you just yet, because you guys are not face to face in the physical. And I also feel like when if you guys are exes, they're going to hide their true feelings at first until they see your motives, until they see things kind of how they unfold and how different and changed you really are. And if this is like, if you guys were childhood friends or this is someone new, I still feel like they're going to kind of hide, they're going to hide their feelings because they're going to want to tread lightly, which I feel like you're going to be doing the same thing. So there's a bit of mirroring going on here with that. But I want to see more. Why is the moon here? It's like hiding feelings and really listening to their intuition. I feel like you're dealing with someone who's extremely spiritual, and I feel like you are too. But one of you has just recently like woken up or had an awakening, a spiritual awakening. So one of you's been working with spirit or working with their spiritual gifts or intuition a lot longer than the other. And that's probably why patience was needed, because you guys needed to be on the same page, basically. Hand of cards, date. Taking a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand. Not showing hand. There's gambling there too. I do feel like they're going to want to take a risk with you, but they're not going to want to show you that. And then we have date, which is meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. So that this person does want to see where this will go. They do want to date you. I feel like they want to take their time because they have been burned in the past, whether this is an ex or a new person. So whether you burned them or somebody else did. I feel like they're not going to let you know just how intense their emotions are, just how much they feel for you right off the bat. Temperance. They're definitely going to be smart about this, because I feel like this person could have been kind of reckless in the past, just dove in head first and let's see where it goes, and then they end up getting hurt. So they're definitely taking a very different approach to this relationship than they have in the past with you or other people. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Yeah, this is, you both are mirroring each other. You're not going to let each other know just how intense your feelings are, and that you've prayed for this moment, and that, your prayers have come true basically with this person coming into your world. Because this is staying balanced, and it's treading lightly, like I said. So it's kind of friends first. It's building that solid foundation. It is hiding your true feelings with the mask here. It's like, I'm not going to let you know just how much you mean to me, not yet. So you guys are mirroring each other, exactly. So your feelings are damn near the same. Let's start off slow. Let's take our time. No need to rush. This is absolutely beautiful. So your hopes in this situation is the Hermit, introspection. I feel like you're hoping that this person will give you as much time as you need, so that you can, really, really know what you want, and figure out where this is headed before you leap, basically. And I also feel like you're hoping that this person will consider taking you back if this is reconciliation, or will consider moving forward with you in a romantic sense. Because if you two are friends and have been friends since you were children, it's like, can we change this up? I really hope that we can. I hope that you really look at me that way and consider moving this forward in a love capacity. In their hopes, we have the Six of Wands, victory. This is, please pay attention to me, Cancer. This is, I want success with you. So they're hoping that things work out. You guys are basically mirroring each other 110%. They're hopeful that this will be successful, that you're the end all be all, that after this connection there is no more. Like, that you will have all the firsts together, and you guys will be each other's last with everything. That's basically what this is. I feel like it's been a long time coming. So if you guys have known each other for years and years in that friendship land, you guys have kind of bounced back and forth like, oh, I like you, liking each other but not saying anything. Like, oh, I find so and so attractive. Oh, I find Cancer attractive. Oh, I find, you make me laugh. You make me happy. You've seen me in my highs and low points. Like, I feel like you've accepted me through it all, kind of thing, kind of situation. And if this is an ex, you're hoping that that's how things can be because that's what you wanted initially. And I feel like it was, because they always say perfect timing, and I feel like if this is an ex situation, it wasn't the right time. Like, I feel like you guys had to experience what you did, even the ending. But I almost feel like all of that is going to make this connection stronger in the end when you come back together. And I do feel like you two won't reconcile right away. I feel like you two will go down the friend zone lane at first just to kind of feel each other out if it is a reconciliation type thing, which is why we have patience. But you will get what you want in the end as long as you take your time with this person in this situation is what I feel. But yeah, they want your undivided attention. They find you highly attractive. They're hoping that you find them attractive. I even see this person posting pictures for you, like hoping that you notice. I feel like you do notice, or you're doing this, could be vice versa, but I do feel like you're noticing them. You're just not saying anything. So it's like, I see you, but I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to like. I'm not going to heart anything because I'm not there yet, kind of thing. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. They have eyes. They only have eyes for you, and they're hoping that that's the way you feel about them. I feel like you think a lot about this person, Cancer. I feel like you envision a future with them. You envision what, like, you're trying to think of what your life could be with them, no matter who they are to you, old or new, or friend or not. It's almost like, what is that? It's a sense of manifestation where you basically envision what your life is going to be, who's in it, what it looks like, the house you want, the job you want, and it's a visualization technique when it comes to manifesting, what it is that you want, like really focusing in on exactly what you want. And I kind of feel like either you're doing that with them or they're doing it with you. You could be both be doing it. I feel like for some of you, or at least one of you, you're going to run into this person or meet this person for the first time in some type of spiritual place, a spiritual setting. So either at a church function, or like a spiritual gathering. It could be, because I heard shaman, so it could be like spiritual practices, like, I just heard nude beach too, so some of you might be into that and run into this person there. You'll get to see them all in their glory then, if that's the case. But I see something like that. So like spirituality is bringing you two together. So for some of you, it could be at some type of function like that. It could even be at a wedding. You have a mutual friend and you guys end up at the same place. I do feel like it's going to be a quote-unquote chance encounter when you guys either come back into contact or come into contact, period. I feel like for those of you who don't know who this person is yet, where it's brand new, it will be like a chance encounter like that. Like you're going to have mutual friends that you didn't know you had, kind of thing, because you're just going to meet each other at this function. Like I said, some of you it's a church function or a church is involved. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Please join me over on Patreon. We're going to cover obstacles and blocks, actions, outcomes, external factors, potentially what they want to say to you, and advice, my dears. I mean, I don't really think you need too much advice because this is absolutely beautiful. Maybe the advice will come in if we're dealing with an ex so that you don't, make the wrong choice or just shut them down immediately. But I don't feel like you would. For those of you where the ex scenario is resonating, you want this, or you would want this. It wouldn't be like, oh, I hate that motherfucker type thing. It wouldn't be anything like that. For those of you who have that much, discontentment for your ex, that message isn't for you. So it could be someone new. But I strongly feel that friend energy too. Like, you have been friends with this person for a long time for some of you. So there's like 3 different scenarios going on. But I feel like this is definitely divinely guided. And the strongest messages are the friend one and the ex coming back for a reconciliation. But either way, there's massive change coming in. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Just, stay as positive as possible. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Most of you are pulling yourselves out of the doldrums. You're not, sitting in a saddened, depressed state anymore or at all. And I do feel like I'm talking to someone who was in that state of mind at one point, either about this person or over this situation or in their love life in general. Like, it could have been over an ex, even if that person isn't coming back. We all have different struggles in life. But yeah, I will see you over on Patreon, and I love you so much. Thank you for your love and support. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your energy. Hit me up for a personal. I do have openings. Willowvines with an S1631@gmail.com. Just email me. I will gladly read for you whether this resonated or not. But this is beautiful. I mean, I honestly don't even want to read too much more into it because I love it. It's lovely, lovely energy. But I feel like it's going to stay that way, is what I feel. There's not too many blocks, but let's find out what they are. Join me over on Patreon. Bye.